Hi guys, it's Chelsea. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a honestly a highly suggested video. What are you doing? Are you pooping again? My emails have been blowing up, especially since the holiday season started with this question. And I will not lie to you guys. You guys know I'm very, very honest with you, is that I, at first, did not know how to take this question. I was like, what in the world are you guys talking about? Like, why is this even being questioned? And the more I did research, I'm not going to lie, this is why I've probably been getting this question for over a month. The question started before Halloween. I started doing some research on this topic, and I was blown away simply for the fact that, let me throw this in here. I'm not saying someone else's beliefs or anything else are better than mine or worse than mine. I'm not saying my beliefs are better than somebody else's. I'm simply stating that from the way I grew up and from the way I'm raising my children, I was just shocked that this had even occurred, because I never heard of it before. So that is why before I came on here and I made this video, I wanted to really do research and make myself aware of the situation. So with that being said, if you guys see me looking up, it's because I'm still trying to upload a vlog from today, so I'm kind of like watching it. But anyway, so the question that's been blowing my emails up is whether or not, or the two main questions was like, they're kind of like the same thing, whether or not we let our kids believe in Santa, and then why we let our kids believe in Santa. So anyway, I was very, very taken back by this question at first, because I was like, there are people out there that teach their kids not to believe in Santa. And then as I did more research and informed and gave myself the information I needed, I can see that yes, there are people out there that don't ever, they explain to their kids however they explain to their kids about Santa. Sorry, guys. And then they never create him. There are never gifts from Santa under the tree. There's never milk and cookies left out. And so this is what I want to talk about. I'm going to try to make this video not so long, but I'm already at 3 minutes. So the number one thing you guys need to know, if you are familiar with my videos, my holiday videos especially, my kids are a believer in Santa. Cameron and I do Santa. Santa brings gifts. We leave out milk and cookies. It's how I was brought up. It's how Cameron was brought up. It's how we've been bringing our children up. Obviously, Oliver just turned a year old in September. He really doesn't know too much yet about Santa, but Harper knows who he is. She loves anything that has to do with Santa. I have 2 toddlers in the living room battling right now, so they can't hear me. They're watching a Christmas movie and they're battling each other. I might have to step in and call a timeout in a little while. But what? What can I do for you? Dada's at work. Yeah? You guys have something to say? Do you want to say hi? Yeah? So if you guys are not familiar with my channel, this is my son, Oliver. Can you say hi? Hi. Hi. Can you wave? Wave. Say hi. Hi. Say, I'm Oliver. Ollie. I'm Ollie. Yeah. So, yes, Santa Claus exists in our home. There are many reasons as to why I do it, as to why Cameron and I chose as parents to inform our kids of it. And that is simply for the fact that, one, my biggest thing is it's how I grew up. I remember being so excited and always looking forward to Christmas because it was like mom and dad always brought the boring stuff. They brought the clothes, they brought the stuff that we needed. You know, Santa brought the stuff that was like all the toys and all the exciting things. And that was something that even until I moved out of my house at 18 years old, my last Christmas at my house was at 17 years old. And my parents were I was still receiving gifts from Santa. And obviously I knew, stop baby. Obviously I knew at that point. So obviously at 17, yes, I knew. But just to keep the tradition alive, because my mom was really upset that we were growing up, she would still put at least one from him. And I remember I was 11 when I stopped believing, when I found out the truth. And you know, some people may be like, oh my gosh, that was horrible. And I wasn't really heartbroken. I kind of knew the signs throughout the years leading up. But at the same time, you kind of are heartbroken. And that was something that Cameron and I seriously, strongly thought about before we had kids. And so I kind of did know. I can't say that I completely didn't know that there were some parents that chose not to do the whole Santa Claus thing before we had kids, because we did. Because we remember being young and kind of being like, oh man, like really? It's not real? You know, and that's something that we seriously thought about. We thought, you know, are we ready to put ourselves in that position where eventually we're going to have to tell the kids the truth? And the pros for us outweighed the cons. You know, from being in school, it's inevitable. They're going to have questions. So, but as parents and as kids, with our kids, we're going to know the right time to tell them. And I don't feel like Harper being 3 years old and still believing is wrong. I just don't. I don't think that she's at all near ready to know the truth. You know, I would play it for as long as I could. Cameron gets presents from Santa. I get presents from Santa. It's like, it's just something that just makes Christmas so much, like, so exciting for the kids. You know, they get to be like, oh my gosh, like, Santa's coming. And in a way, it definitely does help the kids behave. Harper for sure. In fact, I don't want you guys to think this is a sponsored video. I'm getting sponsored or paid to say this, because I'm not by any means. I downloaded a little video on a little app on my phone, and basically it is a Santa calling app. You can call him, or you can schedule to have him call your kids, and you put in whether your child is a boy or girl, their age, and then why Santa is calling. It's sometimes to put them on the nice list, just to say hi, or to put on the naughty list, and warn about the naughty list. I have an Android-based phone, so I can get it on Android. I don't know if you can get it on Apple. If you can, I will leave both of the links down below. Or I will leave the links to the Android, and then from there, I'll leave the name of the app down below. And it really, really helps Harper, because you can set it up like a half hour in advance, an hour in advance, and then that will be when Santa calls your phone. And Harper, it really helps Harper, because it looks like out of nowhere, like he's just calling my phone. My phone's going off and it plays Christmas music for the ringtone. So it's just something like that makes her behave more. And she loves doing cookies every year. We have like one night where just Harper and I, and then when Oliver's of age, where we just bake a ton of Christmas cookies, sugar cookies. We put frosting on them and sprinkles, and we decorate them into Christmas shapes. And she loves it. She loves putting milk and cookies out for him, and she loves seeing gifts from Santa. And it's just something that's so I love, you know what I mean? I love to see it. And this is the one thing that I don't get, as I have during my little thing of whether, like, my research I did on why people did not, you know, inform their kids of Santa Claus, is I actually saw that there was some people, I will never name blogs or websites or stuff that I saw it on, but there were some people that actually said that you can't believe in Jesus if you have your kids believe in Santa Claus. And to me, that just blows my mind, because we are Christians. You know, our kids are baptized into the Catholic Church. You know, I just don't get how you can sit there and say, well, because you believe in Santa Claus, you're making your kids think that Christmas is just about Santa and the presents versus Jesus. And to me, that's not the case at all. You know, we have a special nativity scene that goes up every Christmas, and Harper knows. She goes up to it and says, baby Jesus, like she understands. We have books that we read to her. She knows it's Jesus's birthday. She knows, you know, she's not, we inform her of that stuff. But at the same time, like, you can't just say that Santa Claus is a made up myth either, because he's not. You know, St. Nicholas was a real person, and he became famous for giving gifts and money to poor people. And that's a real story. You can look it up. Like, it just happens, you know. It is what it is. So it's not that we're completely lying to the kids, and I don't consider it lying. I consider it, you know, it's like I really don't even know what I consider it, but I'm a strong believer that Santa Claus in this house it is what it is. And I'm never going to sit here and bash somebody else for believing something else in their family and doing something else in their family. What you choose to do with your family is what you choose to do. Just like what we choose to do is what we choose to do. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, regardless of what you choose to do, it doesn't make you a bad person. I'm not a bad person for doing it. You guys aren't if you don't do it, you're not a bad person for not doing it. So, yeah, sorry guys, my dogs. But that's pretty much my intake on it. We do it. We love it. We wouldn't have it any other way. Harper's really looking forward to it already. And it's just how it goes, you know. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and hate on anybody that doesn't do it, and I'm not going to praise someone that does do it. It's everyone's own opinion and what you choose to do with your family. So thank you guys so much for asking this question. If you have any more questions for me, make sure you leave them in the comments down below, and I will be sure to check them out and possibly do a video on them if I get enough questions. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Goodbye, guys.